In this set of problems, 9 through 15, we're going to use the rules of exponents, particularly the product rule and the power rule. Now, just to review here what we did in section 4.0, our little introduction, we're going to look at our expression, and we're going to see if we're raising something to a power, if we're multiplying or dividing, or if we're adding or subtracting. So this is the order of operations, and the order of operations, this tells us what to do with the exponents that we're working with. We look at the operation that we have, and we apply the one directly below it. So if we're looking at a power, directly below it is a multiplication. If we're looking at, well, we're not going to do roots up here, so we're not going to worry about dividing. If we're looking at a multiplication, what's directly below it, say a multiplication or a division, what's directly below these is addition or subtraction. So here in problem number 9, we're multiplying two powers with the same base, right? I got this power and this power. They both have the same base, 6. So what am I going to do? Since I'm multiplying, right, come up here, we're multiplying. What's right below multiplication? Addition. So we're going to add the exponents. And that is this rule here. If you have two powers with the same base, you add the exponents. So our base is 6. So we're going to add these exponents. So we are going to get 6 to the 3 plus 5. So we're going to get 6 to the 8th. And I'm going to leave it 6 to the 8th. It's too big to compute. Here in number 10, we've got a multiplication of 3 powers, and they all have the same base, right? All the bases are 3. So as long as the bases are the same and we're multiplying, we can add these exponents. So doing so, we're going to get 3 to the 4 plus 5 plus 3. We're going to get 3 to the 12th. Problem number 11, this is very much like what we just did in 10, except we have a different base. We had 3's up here, and now in 11 we have negative 5's. But they're all the same base, and we're multiplying. So we know we're just going to add the exponents, right? You locate multiplication. After all, look down here. What operation do you see globally? When you look globally, you see a multiplication. This times this times this. So come up here. You're at multiplication. Right below multiplication, addition. So we're going to add these exponents. So we're going to write negative 5 to the 4 plus 5 plus 3. So that turns out to be negative 5 to the 12th. Number 12, we're multiplying x to the 7th, x squared, and x. Now I've got 3 powers here with the same base, x, x, and x. The bases are the same. We're multiplying. So globally, I see a multiplication. Here's multiplication, right below it's addition. So we're going to add these exponents. So we're going to write this one as x to the 7 plus 2 plus 1, right? It's a 1 here, right? Isn't that really just x to the 1? Sure it is. So now we're going to get x to the 7 plus 2 is 9, and 1 more is 10, x to the 10th. Number 13, we're going to multiply this factor and this factor together. Now, it's a multiplication, so I'm going to take the negative 9 and multiply it by the 2. So, you know what? We don't need parentheses. Let's just do this. I want this whole thing times this whole thing. So it's going to be, let's just do this, negative 9 times 2. We get negative 18. Then we've got this x to the 6th times x to the 4th. And now you can see that we're multiplying two powers with the same base. We're multiplying, so we're going to add the exponents. So we're going to get negative 18 x to the 6 plus 4. We'll get negative 18 x to the 10th. Now, I went through every step there. You do a few of these, and you're going to be able to see what happens. And just go from here right to here. Negative 9 times 2, negative 18. X to the 6th times x to the 4th. Same base, you're multiplying, so you just add the exponents. You do it in your head, and you just write the answer from here to here. Number 14, we've got a multiplication here. Negative 4x to the 7th times negative 3x to the 5th. Let's do this. Negative 4 times negative 3, that's positive 12. And then x to the, what are we doing? X to the 7th times x to the 5th. We're multiplying those two. They have the same base. They're both x's. So we're going to add the exponents. So we'll get 7 plus 5, but you can probably do that in your head. So we're going to end up here with 12x to the 12. Number 15, we're multiplying 3 factors together. Let's do it. 5 times negative 3, negative 15. Negative 15 times positive 4, that's going to give us negative 60. And then x to the, now what are we doing? We're multiplying, right? So what do you do when you multiply? Multiply, we're over here, right below it is addition. So we're going to add these exponents. So you can do it in your head, or I'll write it out here. 7 plus 5 plus 2, we're going to get negative 60. X to the 14,